In chapter 27 of The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn, after the Duke and King go to sleep, Huck sneaks in and takes the money. Looking around, someone is coming, so Huck puts the money in Peter Wilkes' coffin. It turns out it's one of the nieces there to cry over her past father. Huck is impressed by the undertaker, who handles the funeral nicely the next morning. Huck feels like he may have made things worse since he buried the money with Peter Wilkes. After all, if Marianne is going to come and get it, she's going to have to come face to face with her dead father. After the funeral, the king says he's going back to England and he will take his nieces with him for a better life. The king puts the entire estate up for sale and sells the slaves. Keep in mind, he's going to keep all this money for himself. The nieces are thrilled to go to England, but they feel terribly that this slave family is going to be torn apart. Before the auction, the Duke and King ask Huck if he was in their room or if he saw someone else in there. Huck lies and says he saw the slaves go into their room, but he saw them tiptoe out, assuming that they didn't want to wake the Duke and King. And the Duke and King totally believe him. The Duke and King are liars and frauds, and it is laughable when they question Huck about the money. They believe him when Huck tells them it was the slaves who must have taken the money. The con men are being conned. The slave family is genuinely sad when they're being separated. This may remind the reader how much slaves care for each other because they're actual people with families, relationships, and feelings. The idea that slaves only care about themselves is inaccurate, and it's representative of the pervasive ideology of the time. The Duke and King only care about themselves. The nieces show tremendous kindness and decency when they're saddened to see the slave family that essentially is their own family being broken up. Huck has made a wise decision to stand up for the nieces. He's doing the right thing, even though he knows danger is imminent.